All right, Justin, here we go. We'll talk Michigan now, and we'll get to the other quarterback scrutiny that I'm sure is being waged today because Cade McNamara went 3 and out a couple times, missed on
Yep.
some deep throws. So
Yeah.
I've,
We
I've
can.
already seen it that people are going crazy.
Yeah, I think just in general, I think people were pretty, not loving the offense in general yesterday from either team. But what we saw from Cade McNamara, I thought specifically a couple times, there were times where he had guys open or a shot. They were somewhat open down deep and he checked down as well. And I'm in my head, I'm watching from up top thinking, if you're not going to take a chance in the spring game, then when are you going to take a chance? If you throw a pick in the spring game, yeah, Big Ten Network will pick it up, but Jim Harbaugh is not going to bench you for that, right? So that's what I would have loved to see him take more chances and things like that. I don't think he looked great. I think that in the same sense, I talked to him right after the game actually too, and interviewed him, and he was like, "Yeah, we were not showing a bunch." I think that they wanted to show a little bit, not a ton. It's still Jim Harbaugh, right? As much as he's going to let him play, he's still a weirdo in the fact that he doesn't want anybody to know what he's doing. It's like he's got the nuclear codes, or something like that. So I think that had to do with it. But, it's tough to get into a rhythm in three. Your first time going, like full out in 3 possessions or whatever he had, that's always tough too. But I think that what I would have liked to see is if JJ was healthy, what is that battle like? Are they pushing each other? Does JJ look a lot better at this point? Obviously he hasn't played much in spring practice, but I mean, to be very honest with you, Davis Warren looked better than Cade at times. And he's a redshirt freshman that's never seen the field before. So, I think we're looking for Cade to make that big step up. And yesterday, just to be very honest, not disrespectful to Cade, I like him as a person, but he didn't show that he made any type of huge step.
Yeah, the big question at the end of the day was, does he eat steak or hot dogs? I don't know, where does that fall?
He said, so he actually said to me that he told himself if he doesn't score 2 touchdowns today, that he's going to eat hot dogs with a losing team. So I think I would be. I told him, I was like, I think you're probably going to have a steak afterwards too, but he did say that at least.
And I love Harbaugh's response. He's like, I like hot dogs. I like them just as much as steak.
Totally. You know him. He's probably just gonna grab one of each, and his classic meal of a medium steak and a glass of milk as well. So he's loving life. He's just a football guy. He's happy to be out there. He'll do whatever it takes, right?
And when you make 7 or 8 million a year, I think you grab a steak whenever you want.
Exactly.